What's happening? You're muted.
How's that?
All better.
All right. Well, I guess I was muted. We are live on YouTube. Welcome to Open Studio. Got Stephen Chandler in the house, and we'll see who else enters the waiting room. Stephen, thank you for being here.
My pleasure as always.
Yeah, right on. So we got this new pre-registration set up, as I thought I was saying, but I was on mute. So we'll see how this works out today. So for those of you who got the email and pre-registered, you should have the Zoom link, and look forward to seeing you in a few minutes. I'm going to go check out my other screen and see if I got more people entering the waiting room.
All right.
All right. Well, for the moment, it's just you and I. We had a good amount of people reply today, about 15 people. So
All right.
that pre-registered, you're the unique one that decided to show up.
Well, yeah. Guess I'm special.
How are you going to make that artwork if you don't show up, huh?
I don't know today. Today's gonna be rough. I hurt my finger cooking
Which
and
hand?
my dominant hand.
All right.
So,
Well, your job today, Stephen, is to do all your artwork with your non-dominant hand.
well, I can to a degree.
Yeah. See what you can do, you know? Yeah. You know, these sometimes an adaptation allows us to make better work than we thought we were capable of.
Yeah. I agree.
Sorry to hear you hurt your hand. I've having some issues with my elbow and my hand as well.
I was on fire. Literally, my apron was on fire, and
Oh my God.
yeah. And come to find out, the apron was 65% polyester. So it's just melted goo that when I went to swipe the fire away, it just stuck to my finger and burned the hell out of it.
Oof. So you got a
Had to,
bad burn thumb.
yeah, it's a bad burn. And it happened a week ago, and it's still pretty bad.
Oh wow. Yeah, you gotta take care of that stuff.
Uh,
Well, let's get started and start painting. So, you know, like and when more people come in, we'll just see what happens. But
well,
you
I'm
know,
kind of, I didn't get to do a lot, being I didn't want to be out here because I was a little upset that my finger was injured. But I
yeah.
did throw another page up here. The lighting is a little bad.
Uh-huh.
If I
That's
do that,
nice. Good start.
is it blurred? Oh, it's a shadow. I just scribbled on it, just to kind of get an idea of something in place. So nothing defined. Just
There you go. You
put it
know,
marked on paper.
yeah, if you're working even just with your left hand for a bit, you know, perhaps you just really undertake that scribbling technique. And even if you don't finish these works with your left hand, you may be able to start a big handful of pieces that have a lot of information that when your hand's feeling better, you might be able to go into and pull out some imagery.
Yeah.
But you know, that whole scribble technique is pretty awesome because it's just like a nonstop layering and seeing things.
Yeah. Yeah, I see stuff now. So I've kind of figured out a trick. When I'm looking for something, I start with, do I see a face, or do I see a figure, or do I see an animal, or and then I go to an object. And because if I just look at it just to see what I see, I get stuck on an image. I see something and then I can't see anything else. This is
Uh-huh.
an issue.
Okay.
So like right here's a face, but if I think, all right, now try and find an animal, then I don't see the face so much, and I see like all kinds of stuff. But I don't know. It's interesting. Light,
Yeah, sure.
the lighting to draw with and the lighting to video with is two different things.
Two different things for sure.
Yeah.
Well, like last week, we were talking about, being able to paint your emotions, paint what's going on in your head. I would say today, kind of to take it even more refined, is to like, what is the thought or the feeling that's going through your head when you look at the work that you're working on or what you're just experiencing today? It could be intentionality. It could be making something that's new and different. Whatever, just
Yeah.
to focus on that and see how that allows you to drill in. I mean, you've got some challenges, so acknowledging those challenges and being like, okay, I can still,
And
with my right hand, you can hold a paintbrush in between, your two fingers if you needed to. You could not use your thumb. You could
yeah.
hold so it's pointing straight down, or you can go with the non-dominant hand. That's why I'm working flat today, to kind of see how that
Yeah.
works with some issues I'm having with my hand.
All right. I like flat. I like flat, especially in the like early stages. Some of
Yeah.
these pieces I did that where uh I started flat or let it dry flat a lot of gave interesting effects. I do
Yeah.
have soft pastels that I
Yeah.
could do color.
Yeah. Well, let's jump on in and see if anyone else shows up.
All right,
All right, let's do it.
let's do it.
Ah, very nice. Hello, looks like we have someone new here. Would you mind introducing yourself? I'm Daniel Kanow. Who are you? Do you have your audio on? Make sure that your audio is on Zoom. If you see down below, it should say audio. Looks like your audio is still going through. Is it Ferial? How do you say your name, ma'am? And it looks like we have one other person joining. Linda. Thank you for joining. If you could please turn on your video and your audio. Hi. I can't seem to hear you. Do you have your audio on?
There. Can you hear me now?
There you go. All right. Well, thank you for being here, Linda. Welcome to Open Studio.
Thank you.
Ferial, if you're available, welcome to Open Studio. We started about 15 minutes ago. We have Stephen here is working on a drawing. I'm working on a painting here.
Oh,
And
looks good.
Thank you. This is a time to get out your art supplies and make some work with people around the country.
I've been ill, so I don't have anything out right now. And I'm home and my studio is not here.
Do you happen to have
I'll just be watching for the time being.
Do you happen to have a sketchbook or computer paper or anything you could draw with?
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah. And then you see how like Stephen and myself have our cameras set up on ourselves for working. And then we can watch what you're doing and we can talk about it.
Oh, I can't see anybody but you and me.
Yeah, so are you on your phone?
Huh?
Are you on your telephone or on a tablet?
On my phone. Yeah, my phone.
Yeah, you need to just swipe to the side and you'll see Stephen there.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, I see. It's like he's drawing a person, it looks like.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Well, Linda, why don't you take a couple of minutes to get your stuff together? See if you can get your camera looking down at your work, however you're working on a table or on an easel.
Okay.
That'd be great.
All righty.
All right. We're going to keep on working through.
Okay.
Okay. Looks like we had two more people join. Trish and Ferial, you're trying to get back in again. Can you guys have your audio on?
The audio is good now.
Okay, perfect. So welcome
Mine's
to Open.
good.
Yeah, very good. Well, welcome to Open Studio. This is a time to get yourself set up to do some drawing or some painting or collage, what is it ever that you like to do, and to be live on screen with other artists around the country doing the same. So if you have the ability to set up your camera, I got my camera set up here. I'm working flat on a table, and I'm working on this night scene of the mountains with the Aurora Borealis. Stephen's working on an easel, and we could see his work he's doing there with charcoal. So if you're able to get yourself set up, that would be great. And then what we do is today we're focusing on what's a singular thought or feeling or emotion that you want to put into your artwork, and seeing what you can do in the next hour to tune it up and to make it more refined or more beautiful or more grit, whatever you need to do. Does that sound like a plan?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I'd love to see you ladies working. If you're able to get your space set up and able to show your, just be working. And Fariel, is that a painting behind you?
That's my painting.
You're painting?
Yes.
Very good.
You like it?
Uh,
What happened here?
I lost you.
Yeah, I can hear you also. Fariel, this is the time. If you want to paint, we'll watch you paint.
I'm just watching.
You're not going to paint?
No,
Why not?
because I'm not ready for it.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, thanks for being here. Hopefully it gets you inspired.
Your screen is very limited. It's
Say
not
again?
what your screen that we watch you is very small.
It's very small.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
see half of you. We don't see the whole. Like I do, like you see me. I cannot see you like that.
You just have to, I think,
It's
just
very
have to-
small.
you just have to push the button. You just have to push, you have to just touch the icon, the
Of yours?
image, and it should get
Okay.
bigger. Yeah.
Really?
And you can also try zooming to the left.
I don't know. Hold on. Oh boy.
If you zoom to the left, it brings up the person who's talking. If you zoom to the right, it shows everyone who's working. If you swipe left or right, if you're on your phone.
I am on the phone? No, I am on the computer.
Oh, if you're on the computer, you would need to go to participants view.
Let me see if my phone is open.
Steven, how's that going for you? Doing the drawing with is that your dominant hand or your non-dominant hand?
Oh, that's the good one. Just suffering through it.
You're just suffering through it.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Looks Linda has gotten started. Awesome. Good job, Linda. Getting going.
Uh, Stiffy. Stop.
Is that skull there your inspiration, Steven?
I don't know. Dug it out of some Halloween stuff and kind of brought it in the studio. I've been looking at it a little.
Have you done a drawing from it yet?
No, I've been thinking about it.
You should. I mean, you look at Van Gogh's skulls, they're pretty rad.
Yeah, I might. I got it sitting here staring at me.
Looks good. I like your figures coming along quite nice.
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
Always is. Everything is. Here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to my other screen 1 second. You got me?
I do now.
It's doing that echo thing again. Okay.
That's
That's
better.
better. Linda, were you able to get some work done today? You're on mute. You're still on mute. You have to unmute.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Great. Well, let's talk about the work we made.
Okay. I'm working on a mandala.
Very
That
nice.
that was just the first thing that seemed like I could do on a piece of paper.
Well, that's excellent. Can we see it?
If I can figure out how to show it to you. Let's see. I can see, I'm trying to turn it over the work, but it doesn't seem to be working. Let's see.
You had an angle before where you were drawing, and we could also see the image.
Really?
Hmm.
Well, can you see it now?
Oh, yeah. That's very nice. Oh, lost it.
Oh, yeah. I can't seem to figure out how to get me and the work showing at the same time.
I want to try something with you guys that I haven't done before. In the chat, I want you to take a photo of your artwork and then put it into the chat to everybody. You can upload it as an image, and let's see if we can look at it there in detail and we can actually talk about it.
Okay.
Do you see where chat is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, let's see. I have to go to my camera to take a picture. So I haven't put any color on this yet.
That's all right.
Okay. And let's see. Okay. Okay, there's chat.
Does that work for you, Steven?
I'm getting there. I haven't figured out how to take a picture of it yet while being in Zoom.
Oh, I see.
I can upload a photo, but so far I haven't found the camera. Let me there. Hold on. I might have it figured out.
There you go. That's nice. We can see Linda's here. And if you click on it, then it opens up to full size.
Oh yeah, it works. Did mine go through?
Let's see. Yeah, it'll be the same thing. Yours is right here too. That's great. So now we can really look at each other's work. And I'll upload my painting as well.
Oops, where did you go? Here's
You may have to
Zoom.
turn your back on.
Where's my Zoom?
All right, see if mine opens as well. Oh yeah. Cool. Well, this is a nice thing we could do. There's also whiteboard, which I'll figure out how to use, where we can actually pull up an image like this and mark it up live. But let's take a look at Linda's drawing, Stephen. Let's give her some feedback.
Well, if that's all you did in the start, I mean, you did a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, I like the design that you created so far for a quick sketch. It seems like you could pull a lot more out of it as you continue to develop it. And that'll give you, are you thinking that you might take this and make it larger, like in color?
No, I usually make mandalas about this same size. It's about, let's see, what size is this paper? This is a 9 by 12 sheet of paper.
Uh-huh.
So the image is about I don't know, 5.5 by 5.5, something like that. Across diameter.
Right. You like to work in very fine detail.
Well, I usually do large abstract paintings, but I also like to do other things to break things up every now and then. So I've done a lot of word mandalas where you divide it up into 8 pieces and then you you use a name and then you turn that name upside down like a mirror image of the name, and you do that all the way around so that the name ends up making the design.
That's
And
neat.
so I've done word mandalas for all my family and friends and as baby gifts and stuff like that.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. So, but what I usually do is large abstract acrylic paintings.
You want to upload one of your large abstract acrylic paintings into the chat?
Yeah, I guess I could do that. I can figure out how to get back to that.
Okay. And Stephen, why don't you tell us about your sketch? So how you worked on this prior to create the initial foundation, right?
Yeah, I had some sketchy marks on the paper from a few days ago, and today was the day to just kind of do something with it. And I came up with this.
Have you
black
thought
and
of,
white charcoal.
I've mentioned this to you many times. Have you thought about doing a large series of maybe even just black and white portraits and seeing if you can get an exhibition?
Well, yeah, I need some models. All of this I just did off the top of my head, and
which is quite amazing.
well, thank you, thank you. I I have flaws in it that I can keep going on this thing for hours trying to render and render and render and render and
Yeah,
eventually figure out where the dang ear goes.
right.
Look more feminine 20 minutes ago. Oh, God, it looks more like a guy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can push it either direction probably pretty quick.
Uh, yeah, I can. The hairline and the lips a little bit, maybe even in the eyes.
Yeah, the
Skin or
shadow under
neck,
the
maybe.
nose and the shadow under the
But
lip. That's really strong.
yeah, yeah. If I have somebody to sit for me, I can do a lot better.
Have you had that?
Not in a long time. My girlfriend's at work.
Uh-huh.
One of these days, maybe I'll get her to sit for me.
There you go. But I do think like you've created a lot of portraits over the last year or two to see how to consolidate them and present them. You've definitely, your talent for black and white. I love your colored stuff too, but there's something you have with charcoal that
Well,
not too many people do anymore.
yeah. My only fear with charcoal is its longevity. The matting and framing process is more costly, and how long will the paper last?
Right. And I guess you then use higher quality watercolor paper versus newsprint or drawing paper.
Yeah, I am in the market for that Strathmore 500 series charcoal paper.
Well, that's good.
Just haven't ordered it yet. And some more charcoal. I've been using General's charcoal and pink eraser.
Oh,
And
really? A pink eraser, huh? Not a
yeah,
white eraser.
it's not the pink now. If you look at, it was pink,
Uh-huh.
but all the charcoal. But I just take my apron and I can kind of, rub on it a little bit and get some of the pink to show back through, so it's nice and fresh.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. How fun.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we got a painting here from.
Those are
There you
my
go.
two large abstracts.
That was very nice.
Thank you.
What would you say the size is?
40, I think the one is like 40 by 40 and the other one is 36 by 40 or maybe even bigger. I can't remember exactly. They're pretty large.
Yeah. Quite bright and lots of color. And then I like how in the one that used the black is very, very dominant.
Yeah, both of that one, I painted that one in reaction to Roe v. Wade.
Oh, wow. That's great. So that was more, what kind of emotion did that carry through?
Well, I guess there's a little bit of the pink and blue, relates to an embryo and the big circular shape, and then the cutting hook type things.
Right.
It's like, so this is what you want us to go back to,
Yeah. Well, good job on taking, something that you believe in and integrating that into an abstraction. And what about the other one with the small squares?
The other one is called, the title of it is The Rest of the Story. And it's like the big rectangular pieces sort of toward the center of it are like a door that opens, and then you see all the rest of the stuff that's going on inside the space.
Okay.
If that thing was 10 feet wide and 8 feet tall, it'd be in a museum right now. I promise you. It's a really cool
Thanks.
abstract.
It was shown in it was juried into a show here. I'm in Tulsa, and we have a thing called Living Arts of Tulsa, and it was juried into a show there. And the one below it was juried into a gallery here, the Liggett Gallery,
Nice.
into a show there.
Great. Very good. So what's next for you guys? What do you got going on for the rest of the week? And we're not going to have class next week because of Thanksgiving the day after. Oh, Steven, another image here as well. Steven's got let's take a look at Steven's painting real quick, and then you guys can answer that question.
So that's just it's done in oil pastel on paper. I did it a little while, maybe a month ago.
He's kind of blowing his top.
Yeah. I've been trying to find a way to get these oil pastels to dry, and I ordered the varnish that comes with them, or that you can get with it. And because I did an oil pastel couple years ago, and it's still wet, and you can still smudge it. And but this one with this new varnish over it, it actually feels fairly dry. So,
nice.
I didn't even know you could varnish oil pastel. I've done a few oil pastel floral things, and I just mat them and put them behind glass.
yeah. It's generally the same. Oh, where'd it go? Here, I got it. It is, I can never pronounce this word right. Let me flip my camera around. This stuff here.
Selenier.
I know. Yeah. And there's no ball in it. It's like an alcohol base, and it leaves a vinyl type coating over the oil pastel. And gives it, you can touch it. It's not perfect if you got chunky marks. I think what I've tried so far was pressing it between two pieces of newsprint and kind of pressing the big chunks down. But going with these oil pastels, that's been great so far. Now that I've got the varnish.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to look into that. I didn't even realize thing is varnish for oil pastel. Where did you buy it?
I ordered it from Dick Blick.
Ah, well, that's cool.
Yeah, I was kind of fearing that. Can't really hang these oil pastels. They're so soft.
Yeah.
Well, you remember that oil pastel I was working on, Steven? I did that on a cradle board.
Yeah.
So if you do that, then it's immediately hangable. You don't have to worry about framing it.
Yeah, I got to get off doing that on. I was using Arches watercolor paper for it, but it still needs a support.
Yeah. Well, great, you guys. Thank you for sharing the work you're working on. Posting in the chat is really a cool thing, and let's keep moving forward. We'll take a break next week. We'll come back the first week of December. I wish you guys a great Thanksgiving, and make sure to, wherever you go, whatever you do, bring some art supplies with you.
All righty. Sounds good.
Linda, thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate it. I hope you decide to come back.
Thank you. I will.
All right. Take care. Have a great day.
Bye, Linda.
You too. Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye, Steven.
See you, Daniel. 2 weeks.
Take care of yourself.
All right.